A foolish person talks excessively about matters that weren't asked. A fool talks endlessly, labels everything, and makes arbitrary judgments. You might have felt uneasy at the end of a day when you talked too much about yourself. Do you find yourself talking too much about yourself the next day, regretting it and repeating the cycle? Remember, oversharing can push people away rather than bring them closer. Don't reveal more of your personal life than necessary. Relationships change constantly over time. Always be cautious, as anyone can betray you at any time. Someone who is close now may not be so in a few years. That's the nature of people. No relationship is eternal. Keep a proper distance, especially with those you meet socially. If you share too much, you may experience unintended losses. If someone who knows all your personal secrets turns against you, it will be troublesome. Bad habits and family issues should be kept from others' judgments and criticisms. Maintaining some aspects of your life as private is seen as more dignified and respectable. Do not speak ill of others. Realize that pointing out others' flaws only tarnishes your own image. Even if gossip makes you feel aligned, it will lead to doubt at critical moments. You will miss valuable opportunities that require trust. Words you speak will always return to you. Avoid negative talk, as it rarely benefits your social life. When disagreeing or correcting someone, speak subtly as if recalling a forgotten fact, rather than being blunt. Giving advice to close friends or family often implies you think they are wrong and you are right. Everyone has their own circumstances. Listening and empathizing are often enough. Avoid negative comments, gossip, and unsolicited advice. Do not boast about yourself. Bragging before others have the chance to praise you diminishes the value of your deeds and makes you appear vain. Have you ever felt annoyed by someone who constantly talks about their own achievements? Even those who need you now, including good people, may leave you eventually. Truly wise people protect themselves from envy by being humble. The best way to avoid envy is to make sure others do not feel it towards you. Boasting about your good deeds can make you seem arrogant. True sincerity gets hidden behind the facade of showing off who you are. Even if you don't flaunt it, a few will remember your good deeds and may offer crucial help when you need it most. Do not reveal your weaknesses. Sadly, humans find comfort in others' weaknesses and may enjoy them unknowingly. You must overcome your weaknesses yourself and remember that you can do so. Do not discuss your wealth. People can be hurt simply by knowing that someone has more than they do. Even if they applaud you outwardly, their hearts may not be the same. It is human nature to look down on those who have less and envy those who have more. Jealousy is a natural emotion, so always think of it as building a shield. When someone close to you becomes wealthy, envy grows stronger the closer you are. They may begin to expect things from you as if it were their right. In the end, that relationship will end. Do not share your goals. People's advice is often subjective and highly relative. You must create and achieve your goals on your own. Although hiding your goals until you achieve them may seem contradictory, sharing them may reduce your effort or waste your energy dealing with others' opinions. The greatest victory is conquering oneself. To be conquered by oneself is the greatest shame. Remember, only those who can make themselves happy can attain true happiness. A person's happiness depends on what they do for others. If you try to make others happy, you will feel happiness too. Seeing your child enjoy good food brings joy to parents. This is a common truth not only between parents and children, but also among siblings, friends, neighbors, and even strangers. If you are generous, your heart becomes generous. If you are stingy, your heart becomes narrow. One who harms others cannot sleep peacefully at night. Being kind and generous to others is the path to peace within your heart. Those who can bring happiness to others are also the ones who become happy themselves. People condemn injustice out of fear of becoming its victim, not because they hate committing it. Everyone becomes a poet when in love. To test a person, strip them of all their possessions and treat them unjustly. If someone endures losing wealth but cannot tolerate injustice, keep them close and treat them well. If they endure injustice but resent losing wealth, distance yourself or avoid them. Do not associate with evil people. The wicked use you as their shield. The greatest punishment for evil is making the wrongdoer even worse. There is no answer to the beauty of woman. Self-control is the greatest victory. Humans can only become truly human through education. If you remove the impact of education from a person, nothing remains. Imagine every person's mind as a cage filled with all kinds of birds. Some birds flock together, some form groups and break away, and some fly wherever they please. These birds are knowledge, and when we were young, these cages were empty. If someone has stored knowledge within us, we can say they have learned or discovered something. This is what it means to know. Knowledge must be a guide, not a personal experience. Justice means doing one's own work and not interfering with others. Justice is having and acting in a way that suits oneself. Knowledge unrelated to justice is not wisdom, but merely useful information. Honesty distances itself from money more than dishonesty does. Only through true philosophy can a nation or individual achieve justice. Unless a true philosopher holds power, or a ruler becomes a true philosopher, humanity cannot escape evil. The penalty for good people ignoring public issues is to be ruled by bad people. Humanity will never escape disaster until philosophers become kings or current rulers. Gain philosophical spirit and power. The state where philosophers rule and rulers are philosophers is blessed. A philosopher is like a great stingray in the sea. Happiness is attained by possessing virtue, and virtue lies in eternity. Therefore, do not be drawn to what you cannot possess forever. A good listener is a true blessing to the speaker. Like flies circling a wound, evil people ignore others' strengths and seek only their weaknesses. No matter how severe your pain, do not seek pity from the world, for there is contempt hidden in pity. Life is a short exile. We are bound by our bodies. As long as our souls are stained by the evil of the body, there can be no true satisfaction. Only those who can make their hearts happy can attain happiness. The mind creates reality. We can change our reality by changing our mindset. The human soul is immortal. To earn money, you must be willing to spend it. Virtue is health. Virtue is beauty. Virtue is the good existence of the soul. In contrast, vice is a disease. Vice is ugly. Vice is the bad existence of the soul. Acting is a form of salvation. Once again, the greatest victory is conquering oneself. To be conquered by oneself is the greatest shame. As physical pleasures diminish, the joy and allure of conversation increase. A person's happiness is determined by how they act towards others. If you try to bring happiness to others, you will find happiness yourself. A mother feels happiness when she sees her child enjoying delicious food. Seeing her child happy is also the mother's joy. And this principle does not apply only between parents and children. Only those who can bring happiness to others can find happiness themselves. Love is the desire to possess the good forever. Love for beauty established the order of the kingdom of gods. This is obvious, for there is no love in ugliness. Subscribing and liking the video greatly supports its production.